everybody. Welcome to this week's session of Love Bites Live. Here we have Dr. Girish Kumar. He's the founder and chief healing officer at Human Connect.
Hello, you all. This is my wife, Juornal. She is a CEO of Human Connect.
And today we have a very interesting topic, which is all about redefining your relationship with your mobile phone. See, your mobile phone is this very important part of your life, of everybody's life, right? But that could cause havoc to your relationship with your loved ones. And we've seen that happen to so many people around us, and it has happened to us also so many times. So we thought, why not bring up this topic in this week's session of Love Bite?
Yes.
So, Girish, let's understand first of all what is the current reality? What is the reality of our relationship with our phones? And then we will look into how do we overcome those challenges and all of that.
Yes. Now, if you see that the reality, wherever you go, wherever whether it's a temple or whether you are going for a function or where you are going to a death anniversary, anywhere if you go, if you see that people are like this, everyone notices that, no, that our head is like this. Before it was like always the head is like that. We are able to connect. Now the reality is that people are saying that we are not able to connect to the real people who are standing in front of us. We are connecting to the mobile, which it is. So as a survey they took in US, they told that in average day we look every 6 minutes into a smartphone. I want you to reflect in your life that do we do that? Every 6 minutes, the average they are saying that we are looking at the smartphone.
Yeah.
So when Jyotsna and me got this statistics from the US thing, so we thought that yes, in India also we think that
Yeah, it's no different. I think
different.
it's as human beings,
That-
our behavior is very similar everywhere. So I think our relationship with our phone is very addictive. That's how we can define it. In fact, people say that it is as bad as an addiction that a person has with a drug like cocaine.
Yes.
So we need to accept that.
So cocaine at least once in a day he takes, but the phone is like every 6 minutes. So it's a very alarming news is that. So now it's a time for us to reflect and see really in our relationship we are like that. So that's
So
what the topic is going to be very powerful today. So this half an hour which we are going to spend, we're going to leave certain secrets, certain truth, how to be free from all those things.
Just give me a second.
And that
Girish.
energy is going to help you people to understand that energy is going to get connected to that inner self, how this phone is going to be doing that energy is going to be seeing how that.
So we were both discussing why is that people are so addicted when it comes to their phones. So let's understand our basic human needs first. So I feel as human beings, our most important need after food and shelter and all of that is the need to have connection, right? So this connection used to be in the form of relationships until recently, but unfortunately now we seek those connections digitally on social media, right? But why is it that this need for this digital connection is far more powerful than real connections? Guys, I would love to know your comments also on this, uh, because each of us have our own experiences with the connections we have on our phones, right? So let me know in the comments as to why do you feel these digital connections are so much more powerful than the real life connections we have. So when Girish and I were brainstorming, we felt that this is probably because when we have connections online, we feel a sense of control over those connections. Right? What I mean by this is if a friend puts a nasty comment on social media, I can just quickly go and block them, right? Or if I like a few people, I can follow them. I can, you know, uh, I can choose what kind of people I want to have on my news feed. So that's totally under our control as to what we want to see, what we don't want to see, and that kind of gives us a sense of empowerment. Whereas in real life, it's not the case, right? When you are with your partner, whether you like them or not, they are an entire package. So you have to accept both their good and the bad aspects, and sometimes that is not very empowering because you have to face the reality. Whereas digitally, you have the choice of seeing certain parts of a person, and you can you feel empowered in a way. That's why I feel people feel a false sense of connection online, which is more than what they see in the real world.
So what was the point you
I was
unpacked that?
talking about why we seek more connection online and ignore the real life connections, because we have that feeling of, that false feeling that we are
Yes,
more
so
powerful.
we are, yes, false feel. That is a
Hmm.
word that we should understand that. So we are not want to connect reality, and we want to see the false reality and take the power. That's why that people are into it a lot. So what happened actually by being in that cell phone, you are losing your power of life. You are not able to now here when people come to me, they see that they are not able to have a solid conversation with the loved ones. Why? Because they are not able to connect, because they were gaining the power from the cell phone over a period of time. When the reality, when a spouse is saying that a threat, they're not able to handle because they are loosening the muscle by seeing uh, the cell phones. So that is what that energy we are talking about, because we should be strong day by day by finding the real problems in life and talk face to face.
Yeah, this is so true. And mostly what happens is I feel when we are so addicted to our phone and our loved ones tell so many things, first of all, what they tell itself, the verbal communication itself goes missing many times. Now, what about the non-verbal communication? When we are looking at the phone and we are just hearing it, you
Yes.
must have faced this, right? You're telling something to your child or to your spouse, and they're saying, yeah, yeah, continue, I'm hearing, but they're actually looking at the phone. They miss all the non-verbal communication.
So when our clients come here, I always say to them, any important things, don't discuss over the phone. You go home, face to face, sit and talk, because this is very important. So see, for people who want to plan a vacation, or they want to see something that they want to buy in the house and all those things, now it is an SMS. They send the picture and ask, do you like it? Yes, let us buy. There is no emotions into all that purchase nowadays. There is no emotions. Tomorrow they are seeing that product and that is lying in that house, but there's no connection in that. Because why? That product did not have the discussion. First of all, that product did not have emotions in that. So now when the emotions and love and the things when comes to our home, that is totally a different energy. We will enjoy that. But nowadays if you see that wife will buy one thing and she's happy with that, spouse will buy one thing, he will be happy with that, but there is no connection. It's now we should, I always say that we should build each other, and that you should buy products to empower both of us, so that that product is have more self energy.
Yeah.
When cell phone is coming, you will not see that. That's why
Yeah.
we don't appreciate the things that each others buy. Small things. See, all this which we are discussing, it's basis love. Again, I want to say basis love. From love, what is growing will be there little more than the things which you purchase without love. Now reflect in your house. All things which it is not used by the people in the house, that is a product you not discussed.
Yeah. Actually, the thing is, you were talking about having discussions on phone and making decisions, right?
Yes,
Now, even when you are face to face with each other, if actually one person is looking at the phone, they will actually miss a lot of non-verbal signs this
that's what
person
I am
is
saying.
giving,
Yeah,
right? Which means, for example, one partner will be uh, unhappy in a relationship, the other partner may not even realize that.
because he is
Months
in a phone, he
later,
or she is in a
yeah,
phone.
months
Correct.
later, they will be shocked when one partner says, I want divorce. They'll be like, you never told, I never saw this coming, because you never noticed their expressions. You never noticed how ignored they felt. So,
That's how the reality is. Too. It's not now so many people coming here. They will say that suddenly my wife is asking a divorce.
It's not sudden,
Suddenly,
actually. Yeah.
it's that's what they feel. Okay,
That's because they
that
were not noticing these small
the
cues your
clues,
partner was giving.
yeah, what is that? Cues.
Yeah.
Yeah, cues that the partner is giving. So suddenly some people will say that he will say that I was talking about this for past 6 months, 1 year. You do not give attention for, or he is not giving attention to his thoughts. All this, see this cell phone, the small thing, it's becoming a big energy into it. That's why
Yeah.
we are talking about it. So
Absolutely.
now,
I feel, Girish, people marry or get into a relationship mainly because they want to share their joy and sorrow, right?
yes,
But what generally happens nowadays is you don't need that person, because if you're really happy and you want to celebrate, you go and like watch your favorite video or favorite
mm,
show. And if you are unhappy also, you want to
same.
scroll through some random
and
thing and
you are getting, see whatever. So I used to tell to Jyotsna always like that, if anything is there, come to me directly, share.
mm,
Don't watch some interviews or all these things and deviate your energy. Don't do that, because
yeah,
why, what happens in that moment, we will see that connection is not there, that connection will be break, that connection is not giving energy to connect to that the deeper self.
absolutely, yeah. So at the end of the day, what happens is one partner or even both of them at different times, they feel ignored, they feel neglected. So actually there is a term that people are using very commonly for that. The term is called fubbing. Fubbing stands for phone plus snubbing. When you're snubbing your partner by looking at your phone, the term is called fubbing. Have you heard of that, Girish, before? So that's a new learning for the day. So
Yes,
fubbing has become
fopping.
a common phenomena, and unless we accept that it is happening in our life, we will not act upon it. So
So
this is,
now, yeah.
yeah, I think this is a reality check time for everyone. So whatever we have told so far, if one or more things have happened in your life, then this video is going to be super useful.
Yeah, so now this is what is happening in our life. Now I want you people to reflect in the relationship in our house, what is happening really there. So whether we are being into it, or we are in the phone always. So now so many things that I and Jyotsna are going to be discussing next 15 to 20 minutes. I want you to go even more deeper and reflect on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So what is the next step, Desh? Now a person understands that yes, I have accepted that this is the reality. Unfortunately, I have been addicted to my phone. So now what do they do next?
now you should talk. Okay, so now this is uh, you should talk to your partner that he or she being in the phone, how personally it is affecting you. Now here you see that you are not able to connect, or you are not able to talk what you want, and some important decisions in your life you want to take and all these things, you stop communicating, you stop taking to your partner.
Hmm.
So that is what nowadays is happening.
Yeah. So what's really important is when you're addressing this issue with your partner, like just like if you suppose you go to a drug addict and you tell that, hey, you're addicted, do you think they'll accept?
No.
So and instead of telling that, you should not do this, you should not do that, if you instead, we have actually discussed this in
Yes.
many times in other videos also. Whenever you're addressing a problem, talk about how you feel as a result of it rather than telling that their action is wrong.
Yes. So because that feeling may gives you the connection. Because when they say that I was not even involved in this, and when you say like that, they will be again, what? I was talking to you, I was listening to you, but you never saw my face, so you are not connected to that energy. So something the partners will say, and you will be missed there.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's really important that you uh, talk in such a way that they understand that, oh my God, you're feeling ignored, so I need to do something about it. Talk about your feelings, and once you both are agreeing on that, okay, we need to do something about it, then you need to come up with an agreement. Just like a code of honor generally for your relationship,
Yes.
for your phone usage also there has to be a mutual agreement. Why we call it a mutual agreement? Because you can't just put rules on your partner if you don't follow it yourself. So you need to make sure that whatever rule you apply is applicable to both of
Yeah.
you.
So how to form this rule is like where you feel pain.
Mm.
So for us, when we are doing, we will see that when we are having a meal together, we don't have phone.
Mm.
When we discuss a DCJ, we see that we don't use our phone. Or when we go for a date, we make sure that so many clients will say that now clients know that on Thursdays we have a date and all this. That time they don't call even. So like that, slowly you should have a routine
Yeah.
and discipline for a certain part in the life where we are connected to that and stand for it. So because
Mm.
keeping your phone away, I know that all the business is happening through the phone, but see that more than the business, connection between the loved one is very, very important for that thing.
Absolutely. I feel, as you said, Girish, phone is essential and it's amazing in so many ways. It gives us business, it
But
helps us
not the
connect with.
cost of the
Yeah.
relationship.
So keeping that in mind, we are not telling you that for 6 hours a day don't look at your phone. That's impractical. The good thing about a relationship is it's like a plant. You don't have to water it the whole day. Every day if you
One,
can, have those small little
one,
connection time, that is enough for nurturing your relationship. But during those times where you want to nurture your relationship, like give it the 100%. So for us, getting up in the morning, I used to have this habit. First thing is I would look for the phone, but instead first look for your partner, give them that hug, let them know that they are the
so
priority.
now we are making this very strongly. So first thing is like hugging each other and saying "I love you," giving a kiss, and then after a long time only we check the phone. That gives us even more powerful because you start your day. Because if you see the phone first, what happens? There will be so many things, deadlines and other things
Mm.
coming to you. That will start rule you from the morning itself.
Yeah, it'll overtake your day. So it's really important that during the small pockets of time, right, like waking up, having breakfast, sharing. By the way, those of you who are wondering what is this DCJ, if you're new to our soul family, then DCJ is our daily connection journal. This is how it looks like. And if you want a copy of it, then I would suggest one of our team members to drop a link to check out our daily connection journal. It's a very, very powerful tool to not just nurture your relationship but also
To connection with
with
you.
yourself. Yeah.
Yes.
So during these important times of the day, like going to sleep, all these are times where you can recharge. Like how you recharge your phone, you recharge your connection with your partner. So during those times, phone is not allowed in the vicinity at all. So come up with some rules like that for yourself, and that could be a very good starting point.
Then we can say that eye contact. So now, so many partners or so many relationships, they don't see the eyes and talk.
Mhm.
And this again, as Jyotsna told earlier, that we use phone as a shortcut to face the reality, and that is becoming again a very strong thing. That
Yeah.
eye contact, you should make sure that you both have eye contact when you are talking.
Exactly. And in fact, we used to do that before. Girish would tell something from the other room, and that would make me feel very offended. But if he comes in front of me and talks, I will feel
So now
normal about it.
yeah. So now
So,
I improved that. So now I don't sit in some other place and
yeah, because for
shout
me, that eye contact is really
for
important.
her. So for me, so maybe I am not used to like that. I used to sit and just I close my eyes and do so many things. So I used to like that. But Jyotsna is not like that. She want to see in the eyes. So yeah, then I had changed myself. I so whatever I want to tell to her, I don't even use the phone. I just come to her and knock the room and come in and say what is should be told. And it's not take more than 30 seconds.
Yeah. There are also some basic things that you can follow even while your phone is with you. Like when you're going out with your family or you're going for a movie, going to a restaurant. Uh, if you can keep away your phone, great. If not, at least have the habit of putting it on silent. That way, some people, if they keep hearing the sound of notifications, that they can get offended, right? So for you, it may be a very casual thing, but for the other person, it can actually spoil their evening also if your phone keeps ringing. So these are small things that we would request you to keep in mind.
Next thing is that when you are going to the bedtime, this is the biggest disaster. So now what happened? Even when you're going to the bed, you are taking your phone and you are seeing the phone. It strains your eye. So we discussed so many doctors. There doctors are saying that keep your phone 1 hour before going to bed. So keep your phone away from it so that It will help you to have a peaceful sleep, and you cut off from all the world, that you and your family. That is again an important thing that I think that we
Yeah.
should follow.
I also feel that if you yourself realize that, oh my god, my social media time is just getting too much, then as a method for self discipline, what you can do is use some screen time tracking app.
Now it
There
is
are,
the, yeah,
yeah, there are apps which will first of all tell you how many hours you're spending on
you
each.
will get heart attack when you see
Yeah.
see that.
In
I
fact,
think
in my iPhone and all, it's there by default. You just have
okay,
to go in
right
and
on.
check how many hours you're spending. And there are also apps that will block your time. Like
Yes.
if your YouTube goes beyond, let's say, 1 hour, you can't see YouTube for the rest of your day. So come up with these kind of self-disciplinary actions so that your unnecessary usage of your phone reduces.
So then some people will say that, Girish, there are so much of communication important. If I miss and all this, see, understand, whatever communication, whatever they want, if we are not taking the phone, it's the basic thing they should know, that to put in what's our voice message or text message, so we don't miss. So we run life like that something will be an emergency, something
Emergency,
be
yeah.
an emergency, something important. I don't think anything in this world is so much important than you spending time with your loved ones. If so many people, when the deathbed, they will ask, they are saying that I did not spend time with my wife, or I
Yeah,
did
it's
not
one of my
spend,
top regrets.
yeah, that I did not have time with my parents. So see,
Yeah.
why we were always putting ourselves in emergency. So
Mm.
understand there's nothing emergency in this world.
Yeah.
Whoever wants to communicate to, they let them wait. They, when they have the time, let us connect back.
Mm.
And again, if it is very urgent, let's put a voice message. If I, when a person, someone is not taking, I put a voice message and wait.
Yeah.
Nothing is going to break, unless you are a surgeon and doctor and all these things.
Yeah.
Then the story is different.
In those cases also, what I feel is just have a communication with your partner. Just have to tell them that,
Yeah.
see, I know it's a Sunday, I'm not supposed to be we are going out, I'm not supposed to be taking my phone, but I'm expecting a
Call.
call, so something like that, so that they know that okay, today you're excused. But if you
Mm.
don't inform them and you're all the time on the phone, then they just feel that disrespected.
Yeah, this is something that you know before itself. You know that yeah, some phone is coming. That is a very good point that Jyotsna told. Yeah, even I will implement that.
Thank you,
So
Girish.
telling in advance that I am expecting a call from my client.
Yeah.
Good. So that can be implemented. Yes.
Now, when we start doing all of this, what you will start noticing is you will have a lot of time now to talk to your partner. And what will be very weird is for many years, you've not spoken a lot with your partner. Now, suddenly, you have time at the dining table. Suddenly, you have time at night before going to bed. And you will be like, because you're not in the beginning of a relationship to discover each other, right? Sometimes you'll feel awkward. In fact, Girish and I, when we started going on weekly dates, after a few dates, do you remember, Girish? We started noticing that we were constantly talking either about each other's business or about our kids. We had nothing else to talk about. And that's when we started doing something which was a lot of fun. Would you like to talk about
Yeah,
that?
yeah, yes. So we started to come up with certain questions. We started to frame certain questions, and we started to see how the successful people are building their conversation. So we will be like asking, which teacher you like in the school, which what was your turning point in your life, and all these things,
Hmm.
small things, makes communication even more better. So
Yeah.
do you add crush before or anything like this? Anything that it is different where you are not
Which are,
asked.
yeah, not talking on a daily basis. Like, which is
Yeah,
that one value in me that you really like?
really like. So something that differently you can ask.
Yeah.
So if now you learn so many things before that, how was your life without discipline?
Hmm.
So before marriage, how you were, how was you taking care of yourself?
Can be even
So
fun stuff like if tomorrow you were to get a tattoo, what would it
mm,
be? These are not questions that you're going to ask on a daily basis, but these could be great conversation starters. You will get to know more about each other by doing these things. If you any of you want these set of questions, please let us know. I want in the comments. And Girish and I can probably compile a list of 100 such questions.
What do we
Yeah,
ask?
and we can share it inside our soul family, because these could be great icebreakers in a relationship,
I think
especially.
these questions are there, not there in our website.
No, I don't think we
Okay.
have posted it anywhere.
So please post that.
Yeah, please
questions.
share I want in the comments. At least if 5 of you ask I want, only then we are going to share that.
So
Bona
I,
is like I want.
so I
So
think that you should put in that thing so that people
wait,
when
wait,
they're
Girish.
going
Let's
for.
people ask first.
Okay.
Otherwise, we are not putting.
Okay.
Okay, 5 of you ask I want. We are going to make a compilation of 100 deep conversation questions, and you can use it at any time, not just for going for date. Even when you're idle at home and you want to break that pattern and have a different kind of conversation, these will be great. So
Very good questions we have. Okay.
awesome.
Yeah. So now the powerful energy that we want to take, that's now that now we understood that some people are addicted and all these things are there in the cell phone. Now there is a one more segment called red flag. So how many you want to know that? Okay, type S. Okay.
Now, what are these red
Red
flags?
flags.
Basically, this is not a normal thing that you'll see. It's understood that most people are addicted to phone, and we have discussed some ways to overcome that. That is nowadays considered normal. But there are certain things which is even out of this normal. These are the red flags that we are going to be talking about
Yeah.
now.
First thing is that having a password in the phone is not a problem. Now everyone has a password, but your spouse should know your password. I had seen so many clients coming to me, they don't know the password of the spouse, and the spouse keep on changing the password. This is a red flag. Okay, so I want you to pick, because entire world, entire life is happening inside cell phone. If you think deeply, you will be sitting physically, but one more life is going with your spouse. So now that is the first sign that you should
Yeah.
see that they will not tell you the password.
The other sign could be that they're carrying their phone everywhere. Even if they go to
Even
the
if-
washroom, their phone will go along with them. That means there is something fishy, and you should be immediately you should become
So
alerted about it.
yeah, it's not like that. They are like being in a profession that every second they should answer people's thing. No, it's a red flag. You cannot take this for granted. Okay?
Yeah.
You cannot see that everywhere they take. In their sleeping also they have a control over the phone. Okay, they don't leave the phone. So that is a second red flag that we are saying. Third is that when they're sleeping, in the night 1 o'clock they get up and check the phone. Yeah, this is a powerful red flag.
Mhm.
Okay.
I
Then
think the other important thing is you notice that they're constantly texting. Their
yeah,
fingers are always like, it's not that they're just browsing, but they're texting. There is a lot of difference between browsing and
browsing and
texting.
this.
So
So
these could be signals that tell you that maybe there's something else happening in your spouse's life which you do not know.
and because of this activity, they are not able to spend time with the family. So that's why we say that this small cell phone in our house, so many relationship problems are happening, and over a period of time they don't feel that it is something wrong they are doing, because we are not seeing what is happening, because we are also in one more phone. No, we are doing some other
Yeah,
things.
yeah.
So we think that, oh, I am browsing, he is also browsing, or she is browsing. So like that, vice versa, it can be any way. Let us open our heart and mind. Really, this should be continued like this cell phone should control my life, or
Yeah.
this cell phone should be in our part for our beautiful relationship. So many relationships are broke because of cell phone allows unwanted relationship to grow.
Yeah. If
So
you feel that maybe you are becoming a victim of that, it's important that you have a conversation with your partner, confront them. I know it's not easy. Please try and do that. But if you're not able to do it yourself, if some fear is stopping you from asking your partner, then maybe it's time for you to like have a clarity call with Girish to understand deeper as to how you can face this situation.
Yes.
So if you or any of your friends are going through this challenge where your partner or your friend's partner is like doing something on the phone and you're not able to talk about it, then I think you can, or someone can post the link here. It's humanconnect.in/apply. That will give you a chance to have a clarity call with Girish where you can discuss all these,
Yes.
kind of very private conversations which you can't post like a question over here, right? So that's why we have this opportunity for you to have a call directly with
So
Girish.
here I see such so many this past 1 year, so many inquiries, so many clients ask this thing. So I doubt, I don't know whether this is happening or not, but he's not allowing me to access his phone. Or if I ask him or her, they are not steady and they are not connecting to it, and they are not talking truth. So all these things, when you come and when you connect and ask, we can say exactly what is going wrong into that space. Let's see that any interesting questions that you have for this week, Jyotsna.
We have a question that says, if I tell him that you don't listen to me and ignore my feelings, he won't accept. Please share your suggestions for the next step.
Okay. Now, this is obvious because they are not ready to deal this situation. That's why that they ignore. But they don't know the consequence of that. Now, when you are talking about the feeling, now see, you will be in the victim role and talking. In the victim role, nothing is going to happen. So I want you to understand that when you are talking your feeling, talk with authority. Talk
Mm.
that I need it. I
Yeah.
want you to stop doing this. I don't want you to take your phone and go somewhere. I don't want you to talk to your friend and nod my head. If you are going to communicate with me, keep your phone and talk. Like anything in your life you want, you should have authority.
Mm.
You cannot take that, no, no, she is big or he is big. So in a relationship, everyone are like this.
Mm.
If any relationship you are talking that your husband and wife, it is like this. If you are like here or here, it's a red flag. The
Yeah.
relationship itself is a red flag.
I think, yeah, that energy with which you ask makes a lot of difference.
Yes.
Yeah, great. The other question is, by afternoon, I feel sleepy for a while. If I sleep, I feel I lost track of time. And so I watch mobile. But that is also never ending. How to have a short nap or to do a productive during that dull time? So when you are having low energy, instead of
So
sleeping.
see, when you are taking nap itself, it is boost your energy. Understand one thing. What who's asked? Okay.
Rukmini is asking.
So uh, I will tell you the truth. The moment you watch the mobile without your knowledge, you are draining your energy, because when eyes have been used, 80% of energy is consumed. That's why I told you, when I used to sit most of the time, eyes closed if I am in my room, connecting and seeing, reflecting on things. Because when you close your eyes, the things are different. And when people, anyone enter into the room, only I keep my eyes open and talk and connect, because that's how I save my energy. Clear. So if you want to increase your energy, phone is not the way of increasing. You are decreasing your energy only by watching the phone.
Mm.
We think that seeing videos and all these things motivate us at temporarily. In the night, it is sucking. If you see that most people coming here, they will say, I have neck problem, I have here, I have back pain. All these things are radiations in
Yeah.
our body, which accumulate over a period of time.
And I think it's absolutely good to have a short afternoon nap.
It
If you
is.
feel that you will sleep forever, then keep an alarm and
Yeah.
wake up like 20
So
minutes is
snap is
ideal, right?
like 20 minutes. Okay,
Mm.
that 20 minutes you will. I always take 20 minutes snap and then I go to the next session.
Yeah, that's really good. So we have another question now from Aishwarya. She says, I feel like when I'm tensed or nervous, I use my phone continuously to divert my mind. How to overcome this?
That's what I told. No, so it is like we don't want to fight the reality. That's why we go to the social media. That's why I told, no, the phone addiction makes you weak to deal your life. Anything that I say, always I say that. So people say, I'm not in mood, let me go for a movie, let me go there. I think that you are not dealing your life. Movie is an entertainment, you should see as an entertainment. It's not a shortcut or to fix your life. Fixing life is live action, action, action. You should deal with the situation, whatever it is. If you're not dealing today, tomorrow you're going to deal, but don't run away. Whatever I say, that people, now is the right time to deal your relationship, not at waiting for a best time to deal it. Ask today, whatever it is, ask today. Yeah. I
Yeah,
think we'll end. Yeah.
sure.
So see that little cell phone in your hand should not destroy the relationship. This cell phone should be a good friend of us. And as energy circle, I told, so this we will have this in one more outer circle in our life, because without cell phone nowadays life is not that correct. So let's have this also in our life, but not too close. So as I told, an inner circle is always you, then your spouse, then your children, and then your parents, like that. So order don't change. Your spouse is the most important person in your life. So if
After
you're
you.
after you,
Mm.
yes.
One small last question by Tanas. She says,
Okay.
is playing instrumental music okay when I am at work? I like to have music during my daily chores.
Yeah. So it's the working and balancing. If you have that space, yes, it will increase your productivity. Yes, why not? Because music is like so. Yeah, that's one good friend of mine. He will say, rhythm is God. So he always say that rhythm is God. So that energy of music, it always help people to go and think. You can do it. You can hear, listen to music in the background and do work. That's fine.
Yeah.
Each one different energy. Some days in my childhood I used to listen. Now certain times when I'm doing some important works, I will be very silent and do my work. Sometimes I listen to the music. Yeah, it's fine.
There are so many great uses of the phone, right? So many good apps. Like Girish
Yeah,
has an app where every how many minutes you get
every
a
15 seconds,
yeah.
every 15
Yeah,
minutes.
there is a ring that goes on which reminds Girish to breathe deeply.
Yeah.
So such
So
good uses
that
of the phone
one
are
of
also there.
my mentor introduced me to that, to breathe.
Be more mindful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that energy is also helps. So each energy will help. Because use your cell phone wisely. That's the only thing that I and Jyotsna want to share with you people. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. So Jyotsna, anything else you want
Yeah,
to?
we would love to know what are the other topics that you want us to
Yes,
talk.
for next week. So post now itself.
Yeah,
People
post
who
it in
are
the
going
comments.
to
Yeah.
listen this video tomorrow, I want you to come up with the topics to us, so that next week we will come with that topic. People who are in live, if you can type now, I will take that topic next week, so that it can help us to help you and support you more, because this is only for us who are in this family who want to grow with us. So we are open to all the questions that you have for you. If its time is up, you can message me or Jyotsna or Puna or Aishwarya, whoever it is. You can send them, so that we will take this topic. Love you
Right.
all. Thank you. We'll see next week on Tuesday, 7
Yeah.
o'clock. Bye.
See
Bye.
you.
Bye.
Bye bye.